Arguably the toughest assignment you had all year. After film review, how did you guys feel like you held up against the Alabama front?
I thought we played well, especially early in the game. I thought as the game went on, we abandoned some of the things that we really talk about technique-wise, and we got to get that cleaned up.
Is it just fatigue?
I think that's part of it, and part of it is they made a couple nice adjustments at halftime to kind of slow us down, and it worked. And you know, we just can't let that happen.
Was that as good of pass protection as you've seen from one of your units? And
I certainly felt good about it. You know, with the exception of again a couple technique things. I felt like we blocked their blitzes pretty well, and you know, it gave us a chance to stay in the game and a chance to win down the stretch.
Who graded out the highest?
I think Tyler Orlowski graded the highest.
Eventually, do you want to see more guys get in the game? Because it seems like you only played those starting five.
I absolutely do, and I've talked with the guys about that, and hopefully we're going to be in that situation as we continue to go.
Talk a little bit about Towson State. They primarily run a 4-3. What's their front like?
They're big up front. They're stout. They're strong. They've got a really athletic guy on the edge, defensive end, plays hard, has a really good pass rush. Their linebackers are very active. They're quick and athletic, and you know, it's going to be a good challenge for us to come back and play again like we did last week.
Do you feel like this team has kind of focused back in, and they've let the last game go, and they're ready to?
I certainly think so. I mean, it was a good day out there today, and we've talked to them a lot about, you know, you need to prepare the same way. We've set a pretty high mark on how we're going to go out and play on a weekly basis, and we got to play that same way every week.
Coach, when you look at a guy like Adam Pankey, and you know, obviously he's had experience, but you know, starting for the first time against Alabama, what was that like for him? And you know, and how did he adjust? And you know, how did his day go? Basically.
Well, he did a great job. You know, with the exception of you know, one pass rush there in the first half. He used good technique. He focused on you know, the little things, and helped him play well.
Is it the kind of things you wanted to see from him? Did you get to see everything from him that you wanted to? Or?
Absolutely. I mean, I think anytime you go back and watch a game, you see things that I wish we would have done this more. But all in all, he played a solid game, and he's going to keep getting better.
Just, you know, I know that things didn't go as well in the second half as in the first, but the sort of confidence that I would think you come out of a game like that because of the opponent that it was, how do you feel like you guys, you know, enter every day of practice this week because of the results?
Well, that's one of the things we've talked a lot about, you know, because of the way we prepared for the first game. We have to go out and prepare that way every game, because there's no easy games. There's no, I don't think in my entire life I've came away from a game saying, boy, that was easy, you know, and we've set the bar pretty high on how we're going to go out and play, and that's because of the way they prepared. So we're staying focused on preparing the same way every week.
When Stone came in for Quentin that one time, was that the guy you with the bench?
It was, and again, I'm hoping as we move forward we can do more of that. You know, but one of the things I don't want to do is put someone in there before I feel they're totally ready, and then, you know, maybe take 3 weeks to recover from it if they're not ready to go.
I know every week is big, but in that regard, just relative to that part of the conversation, is this an important kind of 3 days of practice? And then
it absolutely is.
Because it's better than running out there against Maryland.
Well, it's important because it's, number one, it's the next game on our schedule, and you know, we're again trying to prepare the same way. But it's important to get back out there and play another game, and you know, get this out of your mind as quickly as we can. That's why, you know, Sunday evening we were out there. We were really upbeat. We you know, trying to fly around and get guys excited about going back out and preparing again and practicing and getting a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. As far as using guys, though, right? You're maybe more comfortable this week than with some guys maybe last week. But if not, then I wonder, can you be very comfortable with the next two opponents?
Well, I think it's a little less of who we're playing and a little more of me having 100% confidence that they're ready to go in the football game. It's about, you know, seeing the technique continuously over a period of time during practice. It's about the focus that they've got, you know, and it's about playing at a high level again over a period of time, not just here and there.
Everybody talks about Quentin as an NFL prospect. I mean, what about Mark, though? Do you think the Alabama game could help him there?
I think that game can help any of them. You know, there's stuff that each of them put on film that you know, people are going to be impressed by looking at. So I hope that's not why they played that way, but I think it'll certainly help them in that regard.